Hello and welcome to my channel. This is a special class today. I have crafted this specially for my nieces. Shout out to Luna, Edith, and Ilva. This one's for you girls. I know you had wanted a yoga practice that you could follow along to, guided by me. And since you guys are all the way in California and I'm in Arizona, this is how we're going to do that. So we're going to come down onto our mats. We don't need any props, and we're just going to flow through a couple movements here. So we can start in a nice cross-legged position. Our legs can be further out, just a little crisscross applesauce action going on here. And we're just going to start by grounding into the space, rolling our shoulders up to our ears and then back behind us. Going with our breath, rolling up on an inhale. Exhale, rolling them back behind us. One more of those. Inhaling our shoulders up to our ears. Exhaling them back. And now we're going to take that in reverse. So inhaling our shoulders back, up to our ears, and forward. Once again, inhaling our shoulders back, up to our ears, and forward. And one more time, back, up to our ears, and forward. Shaking that out, releasing that. Feeling almost as if a string is connected to the base of your spine that connects with the earth, and pulling that string up through your belly, up through your chest, up through your head, feeling that come out through that center point in your head, feeling that pull you up and lifting you up as well. We're going to start with a little bit of exercise for our eyes, since we live in a world of a lot of screens, and I know sometimes you girls like to watch your Adventure Time show, so we're just going to do a little counter action to the screen time. So you're going to keep your body straight, not moving your head, but only moving your eyes. You're going to start by looking straight out in front of you, and following my finger, we're going to move our eyes to look up to the right top corner of the room. Exhaling your eyes slowly to move back down to center. And now taking your eyes to look down to the bottom left corner of the room. Inhaling back up to center. There's Jerry. And inhaling our eyes back up to look to the top right corner of the room. Exhaling our eyes back to center. And taking that gaze down to look at the bottom left corner of the room. Inhaling back to center. Closing our eyes, batting them open and shut a couple times, just to refresh and reset. And now taking it in the opposite side, so we're going to inhale as our gaze follows up to the top left corner of the room. Exhaling down to center. Inhaling our gaze down to the bottom right corner of the mat, not moving our face again, just the eyes. And exhaling back to center. Inhaling our gaze up to the top left corner of the room. Exhaling down to center. And inhaling down to the bottom right corner of the room once again. Inhaling back to center. Releasing your eyes again, letting them bat open and close a couple times. And now we're just going to gaze up and down. So we're going to take our eyes, keeping our body and face straight forward, moving our eye gaze up to the top center of the room and following it back to center. Inhaling our gaze down to the bottom of the room, to the ground. Inhaling our eyes back to center. And taking an exhale here, inhaling our eyes up to look up to the top of the room. Following our gaze to center. And inhaling our eyes down to look at the ground. Exhaling our eyes back to center. Blinking them out a couple times. There's Buddha. This is comb. Okay, so now we're going to take our ear, our right ear, and let that fall down towards our right shoulder. We can take our left fingertips, start to crawl them out to the outsides of our mat. We can even let them come off the mat and act as if we're opening a door. Taking our hands around that doorknob, twisting it open, twisting it shut. I don't have much range of motion right now on my shoulder, so that's why my ear is not getting far down, and that's fine if that's where you're at too. But you can also go down further here with your ear to the shoulder. Taking a deep inhale, deep into your belly. Exhaling out through the belly. Releasing that hand. Letting your head come back to center. Taking a deep inhale all the way down into your belly, feeling it expand like a balloon. And exhale, releasing the air out of your belly, letting that balloon deflate. Taking an inhale. And this time letting your left ear fall towards your left shoulder. Feel that stretch in the outside of your right neck and shoulder. Maybe letting those right fingertips start to walk out and letting that wrist kind of bend so your fingers are coming towards your face. And then grabbing that doorknob again if you'd like to do it on this side. Twisting it from side to side. Maybe gazing down and gazing up slightly. Sending those deep breaths down into your belly. Exhaling out through your nose. And on your next exhale, releasing that hand down and letting your head travel back up to center. We're going to take the bottoms of our feet and let them meet one another. Hello, Mr. Left Foot. Hello, Mr. Right Foot. Coming into butterfly pose here. I know this is one of Luna's favorites. And sometimes maybe you have a bigger diamond shape. Maybe your diamond's a little smaller. Just meeting yourself where you're at today. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It's all about how it feels in your body. Finding your comfort zone. You can grab hold of your ankles here. And then just start to kind of send a little massage action into your bottoms of your feet, giving your feet a little love here. Doesn't matter if your feet are dirty, just appreciating, the dirt from Mama Earth. Just sending some love into your feet for how many places they get you and take you, and for being so strong to stand upon. Really sending love into your feet, the tops of your feet. You can even move out to the ankles, rolling those around, and your calves. Just letting your body know that you're grateful for it and all that it does for you. And when you feel like you've gotten a nice appreciation for your feet, go ahead and grab perhaps underneath your feet like a book, or underneath your ankles, or you can even grab your calves and just slowly rolling your shoulders back behind you. And we're going to hinge at our hips here. So we're almost going to act like there's a pond out in front of us. And we're just going to rolling our shoulders back behind us, pressing our hands into wherever we're grabbing on our feet, and hinging at our hips, letting our upper body come forward to gaze out into this little pond that we're imagining is out in front of us. Maybe corners of our mouth start to of our mouth start to lift up into a nice smile as we look at our reflection, imagining what kind of person we're seeing in that reflection. Maybe we see some fishies as well, some ducks, some ducklings. All the things that make up the pond of our life. Perhaps thinking of one thing that you can look at yourself and say, wow, I'm awesome because I am such a nice person. I am really nice to my sister, and that makes me feel good. And Buddha's going to just keep barking because he wants to say hi to you girls and everyone else watching this video. And once you come to that appreciation, we can slowly start to lift up from our hips back up to center. We can move our knees in to meet one another, letting our feet touch the earth, our arms coming around our knees, and our hands grasping each elbow. Giving ourselves a big hug here, pulling our knees in towards our chest towards our knees, rolling our shoulders back once again, and just sending ourselves some love. Taking an inhale here to lengthen up, and an exhale lets your chin come to meet your chest. Rocking your chin from side to side here with some breaths deep into your belly. Maybe your chin stays just into your chest here. And feel that stretch on the back, neck, and back body here. Releasing that final exhale. On your inhale, slowly bringing your chin back up to meet alignment with your spine, releasing your hands out here. letting our legs fall out to the sides. Our toes are going to be flexed up towards the sky. I like to bring a little bend in my knee just because I'm not that flexible, but if you're flexible, go ahead and let those knees be straight, but always keep a little bit of buoyancy in there. Rolling our shoulders back, once again coming into that straight spine with that rope that we've imagined that pulls us up. Inhaling our arms forward, up and overhead. Lengthen up through the sides of your body here. Looking up and exhaling, letting our hands almost paint the wall in front of us. Hinging at our hips. Coming forward towards the earth. And our hands eventually meet the earth here. We can bring a little sway as if we are bamboo in the wind here. Swaying side to side. Perhaps coming closer down to the earth with each sway. Breathing the whole time deep into our bellies to give our organs a nice little massage, just saying, hello spleen, hello liver, hello stomach. And press into the earth here, inhaling, rolling your shoulders back behind you, gazing forward as if we're doing a little bit of a cow pose, gazing up towards the sky. And on your exhale, press into your hands, pushing your chin towards your chest. Your spine comes into a C shape. Again, inhaling, pressing into your hands, pushing your shoulders back towards your back, lifting your head, your gaze comes up towards the sky. Exhale, releasing, pressing into your hands, chin comes in towards your chest. Release that back to a neutral spine here. And we're going to kind of start to make a little rainbow. So we're going to take our right hand and move it over to meet the left leg, coming up slightly, looking up towards the sky. Exhale, releasing that right hand back to meet the left. This time the left hand comes over the right arm, coming over the right leg, coming up overhead, gazing up towards the sky under that arm. Exhale, releasing that left hand back to meet the right. Taking that again, the right hand sways up and over top of that left knee, gazing up towards the sky. Exhale, releasing that hand back to the earth. Our left hand comes up and over top of the right leg, gazing up and under that left arm. And exhale, releasing the left hand to meet the right. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhaling out through the mouth, releasing the upper body down. And on our next inhale, starting to walk, tiptoe our fingers back in to meet our body. Our hands can come underneath those knees, lifting our knees back up. And we're going to come into tabletop. So we're going to come onto our knees and our hands. Our hands are going to be directly underneath our shoulders. Our knees are going to be underneath our hips. Coming into a neutral tabletop here. Imagining maybe someone sitting at us like we're a table. And now we're going to do the Zappa. So we're going to get really excited because our family just got home. We're going to wag our tail to the right as we look over our left shoulder. Oh, I got to give some kisses to Luna. Coming back to center. Our hips, our tail shakes and wags to the left as we look to the right. Now I got to give some kisses to Edith. Taking our hips back to center. Wagging our tails again to the right as we look over the left. Wagging our tails back to center and then back over to the left as we look over the right. Coming back to center here. And now we're going to take our cat and cows. So Kirby and our little Highland cows that we get to see on our bike rides all the time. So rolling our shoulders back towards our back, lifting our head up towards the sky, our belly comes down towards the earth. And on our exhale, pressing our bellies back towards our spine, our chin comes towards our chest, coming into that scared Kirby pose. Inhaling, shoulders press back, head lifts up, abdomen, belly comes down towards the sky or the ground. Exhale, press your belly back towards your spine, chin towards your chest. Cat pose. One more time, inhaling, pressing our shoulders back, belly down towards the earth. Gaze lifts up. Exhale, pressing into our foundation. Our belly button goes back towards our spine, chin comes in towards our chest. Inhaling back to a neutral tabletop here. And we're just going to walk our legs back and walk our hands up and just slowly starting to release our bodies down to the earth. Taking a moment in crocodile pose here. Our hands are going to come out in front of us. Our elbows are going to be bent. We create a little bit of a pocket with our hands. So one hand on top of the other. Our forehead goes on top of our fingers. Our nose comes between our thumbs. Releasing here. Bending at our knees. And bringing them into a little windshield wiper. So letting our feet fall to the right. Letting our feet fall to the left. Lots of action happening out there. Buddha trying to be the protector that he is. And releasing our legs and feet down back to the earth. We're going to take our left arm straight out. Our hand is going to be at level with our shoulder. We're going to take our right hand and just place our hand beside our shoulder. And then we're going to bend into our right leg, bend into our right knee here. And slowly we're going to press into that right hand and let that right foot, leg, come over top. The right foot comes to meet the earth behind our knee if that's possible, or it just comes to lay down along the outside of the left leg. Taking this right hand, pressing it by your face to open your chest up to the right side of the room. Taking a couple deep inhales and exhales into our bellies here. Opening into that left shoulder. And when you're ready, just slowly pressing into that left hand to roll that right leg back over to meet the left. Bringing both of our hands in towards the outsides of our shoulders, rolling our shoulders back, slowly lifting into your upper chest, pressing into the earth with your fingers and your feet, and slowly lifting up into cobra pose, keeping your elbows bent here, lifting your head up last, and exhale, releasing that all down, vertebrae by vertebrae, back into the mat. Again, rolling your shoulders back, starting to lift your head, your upper chest, your upper body, staying low to the earth, and exhale, releasing this back down to the earth. This time taking that right hand out straight to the side. That hand is in line with your shoulder. Pressing the left hand in towards your left shoulder. Bending into that left knee and slowly pressing into that left hand to let that left leg come back behind us as if we're creating a figure 4 here. That left foot comes to meet the earth back behind the knee, or it can come to rest on top of that right leg. Whatever feels comfortable in your body today. Opening up your chest towards the left side of the room here. Again, breathing deep into the belly here, letting it fill up like a balloon, and exhale and deflate. Take a couple moments to breathe here and open up into that right shoulder. On your next exhale, press into that right hand and arm and push your body back to center, letting that left leg come to meet the right. This time, taking your arms out in front of you. Your hands are in line with your shoulders once again. Your legs are just out back behind you. Releasing into the mat here. Taking a deep inhale, starting to lift your hands, your feet up towards the sky. Exhale, releasing it slowly down to the earth. Taking an inhale again, pressing into your hips and your belly to lift your arms and legs up towards the sky, almost as if you're flying. And imagining yourself flying through whatever landscape that you wish. Seeing all the animals, seeing all the plants beneath you. Imagining all the colors that you could see from the sky. Exhale, releasing down to the earth. Now we're going to do something a little fun here. So we're just going to take our hands out over top of us and grab our fingers. So we're going to interlace them together. And we're just going to press into our right side and start to roll our body over, walking over to center ourselves on our mat here. And now we're on our backs. We're going to take that clasp still and press our palms away from us as our toes point away from us as well. Taking a full body stretch like you just woke up. Maybe even take a yawn with it. Swaying side to side here. And releasing those arms down to the sides. We're going to work our way into another of Luna's favorite poses. We're going to work into wheel, but we're going to start with a couple bridge poses. So we're going to bend into our knees, letting our feet come to meet our seat. We're going to roll our shoulders down into the earth here, pressing our hands on the outsides of our hips. And we're going to tuck our pelvis underneath. So we're going to kind of just lift our bottoms up and let our whole back body be touching the earth as we release down. On our inhale, we're going to press into our bottoms and start to lift our bottoms up, and then slowly our lower back, vertebrae by vertebrae, come up to our mid back, pressing into our feet and our hands, lifting our lower body up towards the sky. Exhaling, releasing vertebrae by vertebrae, starting with your upper, mid, then lower body comes last. Taking this again, inhale, press into your fingers, your toes, start to lift your bottoms into your lower back, your mid back, lifting your hips up towards the sky. Your chin can slightly tuck in towards your chest. Shoulders are rolled into the earth. And exhale slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, releasing back down into your mat. And this last one, you can either continue to do what we just did, or if you'd like to do wheel and that's in your practice, I sure know it's in Luna's. We're going to take our hands and our fingers are going to come in towards our shoulders. So our fingers are going to be coming in towards our shoulders, our elbows are going to be bent. And we're slowly going to do what we just did, pressing into our hands and our feet, lifting up our bottoms first, then lifting up our mid back, our upper back, and then pressing into your hands, coming into your full wheel here, letting your knees stay perpendicular to one another, pressing into your hands, gazing slightly down towards the earth, taking a deep breath here. Exhale, slowly releasing our head down, our shoulders, and then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, our whole back body. Releasing our hands, shaking them out here, rolling them inwards, rolling them outwards. Taking our hands, clasping them together, doing a little figure 8, so rolling them in a 8 shape to one way, and then doing them the opposite way. Pressing our hands out as they're interlaced, the palms up towards the sky, and then down onto our mats. We're going to let our legs fall out behind us. coming into that good morning pose again. And we're gonna let our feet come wider. So our feet are gonna be on the outsides of the mat, as our arms are gonna create almost an X shape with our body. So our arms are coming to the outside of the mat as well. We're gonna take our right foot and let that travel over on top of our left foot. Then we're gonna bring that right arm over towards our left, and our left hands are gonna go ahead and clasp that wrist. So we're creating almost a crescent moon with our bodies. And you can feel the stretch in the outside of your right side of your body here. Gazing up towards the sky, making sure that both of your shoulders are still pressing into the earth, both of your hip points are still pressing into the earth. We're just feeling that outer stretch on the right side here. And take those deep belly breaths, inflating your belly like a balloon and deflating your belly. In and out through the nose. Imagining being up in the sky and what it would feel like to just shine. Shine so bright that the whole world can't not ignore you and your beauty. And then realizing that that is you. On your next exhale, slowly start to release your hands, releasing your legs back into that X shape. Taking a deep inhale, exhale out through the mouth. On your next inhale, taking that left leg and letting that cross over to the right leg. Walking that left arm over, maybe your upper body slightly comes over towards the right side of your mat. Taking that right hand and clasping that left wrist, opening up your body towards the sky. Shining your crescent moon on this side of the body and the earth. Shoulders are pressing into the earth. Both hips are pressing into the earth. Just feel that stretch on the outside of your left side body here. Taking deep breaths into your belly and out through your nose. On your next exhale, release that clasp of the wrist, letting that arm fall back out to the left side, letting your left leg come back over to the left side, back into that X shape. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale out through the mouth, releasing your body into the mat here. Taking your arms a little bit down so that you're in a T shape. And slowly bending into your knees, bringing your knees into a 90-degree angle, almost like you're doing tabletop with your legs, but your upper body stays in towards the mat and your arms come to the earth. We're gonna tick-tock our hips slightly over to the left side as our knees fall over to the right side, using our abdomen strength to let them fall slowly to the earth. Your right hand can come to your left knee, and you can gaze over your left arm towards the left side of the room. Breathing deep here into your belly. Really getting a nice ring out, so imagining that episode of SpongeBob where he really wasn't feeling great and he just needed a nice ring out. Wringing out your internal organs here just to get them to feel fresh and new, releasing anything they don't need, and allowing space for all that they do need. If you grab that left leg, releasing that right arm down to the earth, palms facing up again, and using your core strength to slowly lift your knees back up to center, centering your hips here, and slowly taking your hips very slightly over to the right as your knees fall over to the left. Your left hand can come on top of that right knee, and bringing your gaze slowly to look over that right arm. While Jerry sneezes. Gesundheit, Jerry. Taking those deep belly breaths again, wringing out the organs on this side. Maybe closing your eyes as you take some deep breaths here. On your next exhale, if you had that left hand on top of the right knee, releasing that back down to the earth, and slowly using your muscle strength to lift your knees back up to center, bumping your hips back to center, taking your hands and arms and just grabbing around your knees, giving yourself a big hug, rocking side to side here. Thanking your body and your mind for taking this time for yourself. Now taking your hands underneath your knees, so right in between, sandwich in between your upper leg and your lower leg. And we're just going to slowly start to rock. Rocking on our back. Maybe coming up, and once we get up, taking our hands to the earth and coming into a comfortable seat. Once again, rolling our shoulders back, imagining that string lifting us up. Taking our hands out in front of us, bending at our elbows. Our hands are at our elbows. Height. Coming into fists here with your thumbs on top, and then slowly, as if they're pulled up like a bow and arrow, your thumbs start to lift up towards the sky and start to roll those thumbs out, sending all those good vibes into the earth and to the world, all the people, plants, and animals that reside here. Just sending them out, up to the sky, down to the earth, into the center, bringing them back towards yourself, sending all those good vibes to yourself as well, because you're just so awesome. Maybe smiling, because it's just making you laugh and feeling good to do this. And releasing that out, shaking our hands, Shaking our upper body. Releasing anything, letting our legs shake out. Ooh, feeling like a limp noodle. Releasing that all to the earth. And exhaling. Taking a moment here to notice how you feel. Inhaling your arms up, out to the sides, up and overhead. Letting your thumbs and pinkies touch one another into this lotus mudra. And almost creating a basket overhead. And now imagining this basket filling with all the love and light, positivity, all the good in the world. And just letting that flow into your hands and slowly start to encapsulate into your hands all that beautiful, wonderful feelings. And letting them bring down towards your head, letting those wash down through your mind. May you always see and feel that love and light is surrounding you, working out for your best. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhaling, bringing your palms to your lips. May you always speak with all the love and light that exists in this world. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale, bringing your palms to your heart. And may you always feel that you are loved, because you are. You are whole, you are wonderful, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Taking a deep inhale all together. Exhaling out through the mouth. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Much love. I bow to you in reverence. See you next time.